Hello guys, welcome back to my lecture on similarity. Till now we have discussed almost all the theorems and properties on related to similarity and the things included in this chapter. So today we will be discussing four more sums. Okay, the same theorems and properties that we have already studied. Hope till now everything is clear to you. So if any doubts or if there is any confusion with the topics, please make sure you ask me during the lecture or ask me in the comment section. Okay, thank you. So the first question that we have is a triangle is given to us. Okay, a triangle is given to us and this is a triangle and the name of the triangle is A, B, D and C. Now what information is given to us? It says that BD is 7 and BC is 20. This whole BC is 20. Now it is understood that if BC is 20 and BD is 7, so this is how much? 13, because 13 plus 7 is 20. Now the first question they are asking to us is, what is area of triangle ABD upon area of triangle ADC? Okay, so if you see the triangle ABD, which is the base, you can see BD is the base and the point which is in front of it, so that becomes its height. So let us give it as E. Okay, so if you see that for triangle ABD, BD is the base and AE is the height. Okay, base and height. Now for triangle ADC, DC is the base and DC is the base, and from the opposite vertex there is a perpendicular drawn. So for this triangle, this is the height. So A is the height. So we can observe here that these two triangles have common height. Okay, these two triangles have common height, so the answer will be equal to their bases, ratio of their bases. Okay, so we need to find the value of this. BD is 7 and DC is 13, so the answer is 7 upon 13. Okay, so there's one more question. It says area of triangle ABD upon area of triangle ABC. Right, now we know that for triangle ABD, BD is the base. See, whatever I am doing here, you can also do this in your rough column, so that it becomes easy for you to identify what is same, like whether base is same or height is same, or both base and heights are same. So BD is the base and A is the height. For triangle ABC, this whole big triangle, then A is the height. So we get BD upon BC, because again the heights are same. So BD is 7 and BC, the information is given that it is 20. Then we have one more. It says area of triangle ADC upon area of triangle ABC. I hope these two things are clear to you. Okay. See, now the questions that we'll be doing is just a revision. There is no new theorems or properties that we are going to learn. It is the same properties and theorem that we are going to apply in few more sums. Okay. So again, ADC, this triangle, we know DC is the base and A is the height. For triangle ABC, okay, for triangle this ABC, we can see that BC is the base and A is the height. So for ADC, we can say that DC upon BC. Okay, so DC is 13 and BC is 20. Yes, so this becomes our answer. I hope it is clear to you. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment section. Okay. So guys, we have one more question. Okay. So the question given is, so by seeing this diagram, it is easily we can easily identify that this theorem or the property that we'll be going to use here is theorem on three parallel line and its transversal. Right? We have already seen if three lines are parallel and if you have a transversal, then ratio of this two is equal to ratio of this, right? So same thing here, but you can see there are four parallel lines. No problem, if four parallel lines are given, we will take three at a time and solve it. Now what is given to us, that this line to this line, CD is perpendicular to this line, RC is perpendicular to this line, QB is perpendicular to this line. So we should know one thing, that if we are given one line and if this is like a line is perpendicular to this, and if we have one more line which is perpendicular to the same line, then these two lines become parallel. Okay, if two lines are perpendicular to the same line, if two lines are perpendicular, say are perpendicular to this line, then these two lines are parallel to each other, right? So the same thing we will use here, because it is not given in the question that SD is parallel to RC. So it is understood that we should know that theorem or the property, that we can say that SD is parallel to RC, parallel to QB, parallel to PA. What reason will you write? That lines perpendicular to the same line are always parallel. Okay. If lines are perpendicular to a same line, okay, to one same line, so they are always parallel. Okay, so this is the reason. So first let us, and they have given us AB is 60, BC is 70, CD is 80, and this whole PS is given to us. Okay, total PS is 280. Now what we have to do is we have to find PQ, QR and RS. Okay, so what we will do is we will write PQ as X, QR as Y, and RS as Z. So we will use three parallel lines and its transversal, the theorem on three parallel line and its transversal. So what will we get is, let us take first RC, let us start from above. Let us say that SD is parallel to RC, parallel to QB, right? Therefore what we can say, SR upon RQ is equal to DC upon CB. So let us substitute the values that we have. So we can say that SR is Z upon RQ is Y, DC it is DC means CD, it is already given 80, and BC is 70. So from here we get the 0 cancel, we get Z is equal to 8Y. Okay, this is one information that we have. Now let us take these three lines parallel. Let RC parallel to QB, parallel to PA. See, whenever you write this parallel and when you write this answer, you should write the reason, like why did we write this. So the theorem on three parallel line and its transversals. So from this RC, QB and P we get, now I will directly write, we get Y upon X is equal to BC upon BA, right? BC upon BA. So BC is 70 and BA is 60. So from this we get Y is equal to 7X, right? From this we get Y is equal to 7X, but we already know that Z is 8Y. So can we say, thus we can say that Z is 8 into 7X, because the value of Y is 7X. So the value of Y is 7X, so I substituted this, so I got 56X. Okay, so what happened here is we got the value of y in x, we got the value of z in x. Now we can just say that it is given to us that total is 280. Okay, let me write here. It is given to us that PQ plus QR plus RS is equal to PS total. PQ, QR and RS total is PS. PQ is what? X. QR is Y. We have the value of Y as 7x. RS is Z. We know the value of Z is 56x. And the total value of PS, it is given as 280. So we need to add all this. So we will get 56 plus 7. 56 plus 7 is 63. 63 plus 1 is 64x is equal to 280. So therefore x is 280 divided by 64. Okay, so we need to reduce this. So let us reduce this by 4. 4 1 and 4 6 here 4 7 and 0. Okay, so we get the value of, guys, we have made one silly mistake. It is, see here, z is 8 upon 7y, not 8y. Okay, z is, we get z is equal to 8 upon 7. There's 7 also here, I forgot to write. So z is 8 upon 7y. Okay, so here we can say that 8 upon 7 into 7x, right, because y is 7x. Even here I didn't write 6. Okay, 1 second. See here, this 8 upon 7, this y goes here, so we get z is equal to 8 upon 7y. What about this y? Y is 7 upon 6x. So therefore z becomes, so we can say that z is 8 upon 7 into 7 upon 6x, because y is 7 upon 6x. So in place of y I put this. So z is 8 upon 6x. Okay, so this calculation becomes PQ is x, so we have the value of x as x. QR is y value is 7 upon 6x, plus RS, which is z. RS is 8 upon 6x. Okay, 8 upon 6x, and the total is 280. So to remove this 6, we will multiply throughout by 6. So we get 6x plus 7x plus 8x is equal to 286. Okay, so 280 into 6 will give us 1680. So let us add this. 7 plus 6, 13. 13 plus 8. 13 plus 8 is 21x is 1680. So if you divide this by 21, we will get x as 80. Now what does it mean x is 80? X is 80 means the PQ value is 80. Therefore we will get PQ is 80. What about QR? QR is what? Y. Y is how much? 7 upon 6 into 80. So 7 upon 6 into 80. So we will get 93. Okay, so 7, you do the calculation. 7 upon 6 into 80 will give us 280 upon 3. Okay, so if you calculate this, you will get 280 upon 3. So we get the value of QR. And similarly, there is one more value that we want, that is RS. Now RS you will get as 320 upon 3. Okay, RS is what? Z. So 8 upon 6 into 80, you will get 320 upon 3. Okay, so we have found the value of PQ, QR and RS. Okay, so I hope it is all clear to you. Okay, so we'll solve few 2-3 sums more in the next lecture. Okay, so we are discussing some additional sums so that we can brush up all the theorems and properties that we have studied. Okay, So if you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment section. We will discuss on it. Till then, take care. Thank you.